What's up, my peeps? It is now time for a brand new episode of Supercard, and today we got a lot of brand new info for Season 4 of Supercard, and this comes directly from Supercard themselves. They tweeted out introducing Unified PvP Leagues and the Elimination Chamber. Roasting the competition has never been better. Now, obviously, we've already heard about the brand new PvP Leagues along with the new Chamber mode, but they didn't go into too much detail when they first announced it. Now, they've posted up a full-on Season 4 preview, really going into detail about this new mode. So let's go ahead and read this article. It says, Season 4 preview, Unified PvP Leagues and the Elimination Chamber. New ways to smash the competition. I like the banner there. I especially like the War logo. If you don't know, War is the new name for rank mode. It's kind of like the old Raw is War logo. So, one of our main areas of focus for Season 4 was to tighten and refine the core gameplay loop for our player versus player game modes. Currently, players can choose from Ranked Mode and Royal Rumble when battling other players, but with no real connection between the two. We said enough is enough and redefined how players can smash the competition in Season 4 through new PvP leagues. So, the first big topic is Unified PvP Leagues. With the launch of Season 4, weekly leagues will appear for one of the three game modes: War, formerly Ranked Mode, Royal Rumble, and Elimination Chamber. During this week-long cycle, only one of the three game modes will be active and players will compete for spots on their PvP League leaderboard. Leagues consist of 30 players who are battling their way through 4 different tiers: Bronze, Silver, Gold, and Platinum. At the end of each league, the top 5 players will move up a tier while the bottom 5 will move down a tier. The new week will start and end on a Monday. Oh, and don't worry, global leaderboards and rewards are still there too. Then they show us this PvP leaderboard screenshot. Right off the bat, it says PvP leaderboard. It's not the Royal Rumble leaderboard or the Ranked Mode leaderboard. This is a unified leaderboard now, because the Rumble and Ranked Mode, as well as the brand new Chamber mode, are all going to be within this one PvP system, so there's no longer going to be a separate leaderboard for Ranked and Rumble. If you're on the top of the leaderboards, you're on top for pretty much both modes, because they're going to be on rotation anyways. We can also see from the screen that the rewards for the top ranking players in the leaderboard are displayed for everybody to see. Don't know if that's gonna be that way once it actually comes out, but as of right now, seems like it, and it seems like it's gonna be 1,000 credits, but it also could just be a placeholder for now. Something else to note is now the trophies are actually called points. I mean, we still see a trophy there, but we actually see the word points, and this leads me to believe that that's the CP that they were talking about, the competitive points. In the last video where I talked about this, I was like, alright, I think CP is either this game mode's version of BP, you know, battle points, or it's the new name for trophies, and it seems to be the brand new name for trophies. And of course, something else new is that you've got the league section now in the PvP leaderboard. Now moving on, let's continue on reading here. Players will earn competitive points, CP, for every match won, and have a chance to receive a larger amount at the end of the week based on their performance and placement. This CP can be used in the new CP store to purchase cards, packs, and card backs. Additionally, players can get a head start on the competition through the new momentum system. Momentum is earned as you play to unlock powerful boosts for the next league, which are called momentum slots. There are up to 5 momentum slots that can be unlocked for next week's league. WWE Superstars who are placed in these momentum slots gain a stat boost before each match. During gameplay, a small momentum icon will be visible on cards so players are aware of which superstars are receiving this boost. Make sure you're playing each week so you can earn momentum for the following week. Now, there's a screenshot that I want to show you guys, but I'll wait until I read the rest of this section just because it's going to make more sense afterwards. So, at the end of each week, CP is rewarded to players based on their final league standings. A player's momentum bar progress will determine both the momentum slots for the upcoming week as well as their league pack reward. See below for a chart with all the specifics. I'll get to that too in just a minute. With this new unified PvP system, there is now a more clear direction and objective for players each time they log in. Oh, and players will be handsomely rewarded as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out these screenshots. This first one, it seems to be the Elimination Chamber menu when it's in rotation in the unified PvP leagues. So, right off the bat, when talking about the momentum slots, these seem to be enhancement slots. For instance, when you're in a team and you're editing your team deck, you can put in an enhancement, and every single card that you put in will get that enhancement. That seems to be another word for it, except, in this case it's called momentum slots, and you can get more of these slots, more cards enhanced, the more you play and the more points you get. But obviously in this case, you're not actually using your own enhancements. These are slots, momentum slots that are given to you, and to get the enhancements, you just put the cards that you want to get these momentum enhancements in those slots. So anyways, up top, we see momentum meter, and we see an icon right there, right? You see, looks like a chest plate with the number 2 on it, and it says 56 out of 310. Now, that player's total CP is 156, as you can see right below that. So, you see how the momentum meter is at 56, and the actual total points is at 156? This is where the chart comes in. Because if we look at the chart, it says, momentum level 1, there's levels to this. Level 1 is 100 points. You need 100 momentum meter points to get 1 momentum boost slot. So the person in the screenshot right here has 156, so he's already made level 1. He's already got a guaranteed momentum slot for next week's league. But as you can see up top where it says momentum meter, it's only counting 56 out of those 156. That's simply because you need the 100 to get to level 1. So they're not counting the actual 100 afterwards, they just count what you go over. It's kind of like Road to Glory. Like for instance, this Road to Glory right now, Legendary Ryback, you need 25 points, right? Once you get those 25 points, you don't start off on Cesaro with 25 points. You start off at 0, and now you need 35 points to get the Cesaro card. So it's kind of like RTG in that sense, and in that sense only. That's just to clear any confusions on people who see, 56 up top and then a 156 at the bottom. And going back to the chest plate up top with the number 2 on it, that just seems to be the logo for momentum level number 2, which is what this person is going for right now. So going back to the chart, level 2 is 310. You need 310 points and you'll have 2 momentum slots for next week. And then momentum level 3 requires 630, and while level 3 isn't going to give you any extra slots, it's going to give you your first reward in a league pack. Not sure what that includes, but hey, it's a reward. And level 4, 1060 points, 3 slots this time, and also a league pack. Level 5, 1600 points, 3 slots, and a big league pack. Level 6, 2250 points, 4 slots this time, and another big league pack. And finally, to get to level 7, you need 3010 points. That will give you the max amount of slots, 5, and a giant league pack. Wonder what the giant pack is going to include. But going back to the first screenshot, we can also see at the bottom right corner, it says free bout in 17 minutes and 48 seconds. So that pretty much confirms that it's not going to be a 15-minute wait like RTG or RD. It's going to be longer than that. And at the moment, the longest bout wait is the Rumble mode. And the Rumble mode is going to be a part of this whole new PvP league. So there's a good chance that this could be a 2-hour wait between bouts, just like the Rumble mode. Or they could switch it up, maybe make it half an hour or something like that. Something else I wonder is if ads are going to be enabled for this mode, because they weren't initially enabled for the Rumble mode. And if ads are going to be enabled, I think they need to make sure, especially in a situation like this where people are playing against each other, that everybody gets the same amount of ads. That we don't have a situation where somebody isn't getting ads while somebody else is getting a ton of ads. Anyways, let's finally move on to the Elimination Chamber mode. Included in the unified PvP system is a brand new game mode called Elimination Chamber. This mode only uses female WWE Superstars, so make sure you're leveling them up. Each deck consists of 10 female superstar cards with 2 additional support cards to fill out your deck. When the match begins, 6 random cards are chosen from your 10-card deck. During play, each player draws 2 cards to form their hand. 1 card will be face up with the other face down. Each player will choose to use either the face up or face down card to play against the opponent. Upon the start of the match, the card chosen enters the ring, the face down card is revealed, and the card that was not played is placed into the discard pile. At the end of the match, the winning superstar card has her stats reduced based on the opponent's card it just defeated and is placed into the discard pile. The losing card is then removed from play If it's a draw, both cards are eliminated, a new hand is drawn each round, and if a player is out of playable cards, the discard pile is shuffled back into the deck. Play continues until one player's deck is eliminated. The key to winning in this mode is to have an intimate knowledge of your female superstar cards in your deck and which types of matches were previously held. We are excited to share the details of these systems with you, and we can't wait until we see you in the ring. Alright, so it's Supercard's first ever female-only mode, and by the sounds of it, sounds a lot like Yu-Gi-Oh! With the face-down cards and the discard pile, which can come back to life later on in the match. But it sounds interesting, I'm excited to try it out, and I think it's going to be kind of like Money in the Bank when it comes to how you want your deck to be. Where you want it to be balanced, especially with the whole face down, the whole face down thing, where you've got to pick between a card who you know and a card who's face down. You know it's one of your 10 cards, but you're not sure which one it is. And in a case like that, a balanced deck is always going to be better, because even though one of the cards is face down, if your cards are all around the same level, it's a balanced deck that at least you know that the face-down card is around the same level as the face-up card. So if you're not sure about that face-up card for the specific match, you can go with the face-down card, it's not going to be much of a problem. While on the other hand, if you got a bunch of, let's say, SS17 Pros, and also some SummerSlam cards in there, and I don't know what else, some Ultimate females in there, then you might run into a problem because you're not sure what that face-down card is, and it can be a lot weaker than the face-up card that you've got. And that's why, even though they say you want, some really strong female cards for this mode, and I'm sure you do, I think a balanced deck will be the best deck for this mode. And that's why I'll likely be going with an all 33 single female deck for this mode, or an all SS17 single female deck for this mode, just so it can be perfectly balanced, and because I don't have enough SS17 female pros for it to be an all SS17 Pro female deck. So just based on the information that I've seen here, it seems to me that you'll want to approach your deck in this mode the same way you approach your Money in the Bank deck, which would also mean that chances are you're not going to be able to make an all, let's say, I don't know, epic female deck and be able to get the same amount of points as somebody who has an all 33 female deck or something like that. But anyways, that's gonna be it for the video. In the comments section, let me know what you think about this brand new PvP system. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, click the like button down below, and with that said, I'm out guys, see ya.